Hey everyone, and welcome back to episode 4 of our return to Civ 7. Basically, if you forgot, we're trying to see if the game is fun to play now. And I will say, ooh, this is pretty cool. I will say that so far, I'm definitely enjoying the ancient era. I think that, I would currently call it a solid, 7 out of 10, honestly. I do like it. Like, it is pretty cool. There are a lot of, oh, it's really beautiful. There's a lot of, things to like about the game. Like, all about how, these army commanders, I think, are pretty cool. Where are you? Army commanders, I think, are pretty cool. Why did you take that path? What? Oh, I wonder if this path was blocked by, a unit, so he went that way. I think that graphically the game just looks absolutely amazing. I think that I'm kind of curious what this Logios does. I do want Gate of All Nations though first, so let's go with that. I think I need to make sure I keep some room um, for later in the game because I don't exactly remember. Um, I don't exactly remember how it works. I think those stay there forever. I'm fairly confident in that. So let's go Cotton and Thebes. Or it's not Thebes, but it looks like Thebes. What was I just saying? Oh yeah, it looks really good so far. I think I actually am enjoying this playthrough a lot more. Oh no! Please let my scout live. But I am really enjoying this a lot more than I did when the game first came out, that makes me laugh because I realize that's not saying too much, but I do think that a lot of the core features that frankly should have been in the game. I hate how the yields keep going away. That is a little annoying. But I do think a lot of the features that should have been in the game at the start, just to be honest, I do feel like they've been fixed to a pretty good degree. I am really happy about that. I also think that this art style of this Civ is just wonderful. I am a huge fan of the art style they've used. Let's see, that's a river. That's a woodland. That is oh, rough plains goes to a mine. That's interesting. That's very interesting actually. And I really like how actually when I put this here and this swordsman does not, or this warrior does not have open borders with me, the way it moves is really clean. I think the unit design is really clean. I do think there's a lot to like about the game. The one, as we're kind of halfway through the ancient era now, one thing I am very, very curious about is how nice. So iron's going to give us an extra combat strength. But one thing I'm very curious about. Oh, nice. See how he just moved away? And look, he's on his little boat now. I wish this was a longer navigable river. I think it'd be kind of cool to wage war um, via the sea by myself. Oh, I'm out of slots. Are there any camels nearby, or do I just need to build another city? Wow, because look at all these resources up north too. Sorry, I'm looking for camels right now, but I think the game's in a really at least the ancient era is in a really solid state. I am very, very curious to see what exploration is going to look like. Because I think exploration. Wow, that's some great yields here. What is this? Natural Wonder Expedition Base. That no wait, Mount Viren. Viren. I think the name of it's Viren. I do think obviously stuff like that it really shouldn't be that hard for me to figure out what on earth a natural wonder is named. And that stuff will come with time. But I think I'm happy. So far I'm very happy with how the game is playing. I do think it's pretty fun. I I think that there will be mods as we progress that will fix the victory condition issue in my opinion. I do think that people like myself and a lot of Civ players, I believe, cool to watch them march too. Oh yeah, because we got our general and everything. Oh, and the slinger. I wonder if we had a horseman type unit, would they be here? I should test that out later. But I do think that the game is in a much better place than when it started. I think that this is going to be yet another top tier Civilization game. I also simultaneously believe, because, I have to be honest, what is this? We're 9 months? No, 6 months. Right? Yeah, it is 6 months. Why did I suddenly think it was a lot longer? We are pretty far in the game's life cycle from when it released. So, obviously everyone, you hear me. I'm a big Civ stan. Like, I love the game. I love the company. I think they do great work. But this has, admittedly taken. Oh, so is he gonna attack me? Oh, and this is a watering hole, I think, too. Yeah, I like how they all move. I do think there's some work to be done still, but when was that not the case on a Civ game that like it needed work to be done? I would agree with people who say, well, yeah, but the other games didn't need this much work. Fair. Very, very fair. However, myself and a lot of people, I think we all know at some point in time that we all know that the bones of this Civ are really good, and we know that like there's a lot of potential here. And so, actually, we'll be smart here, right? All right, I'm kind of learning on the fly. Let's put a saw pit here, which will mean we have to move the citizen, and we can immediately get the gold. That was pretty clutch. Oh, yo, why are you taking the... I wanted that fishing boat. Man, that's lame. Let's go with the fishing quay. I think I want it out here because these tiles aren't as good as the river tiles. I also really like how strong river tiles are in this game. I'm a big fan of that. I think like rivers historically, sorry, my voice cracked a little there. Rivers historically have been incredibly important in the ancient era in particular. I mean, almost every early society developed on a river. That's how all commerce was done. It is critically important. Oh, nice. We got the Gate of All Nations right before our army is going to arrive at. Um, we think it's Augustus, but he's not Rome because our ally Lafayette is Rome. I forget. We're at Augustus's doorstep. I forget what city is. I like that too. I think this looks really nice. Let's like kind of zoom in on our capital. Like I like that. We got some really cool buildings here. We have some nice industrial buildings here. I quite like it. It looks nice. It looks like a capital city. Maybe this is a bit over the top in the middle, but well, it is a palace. Yeah, no. But I like it. I think like activate the turn. Oh, nice. Plus two. We're gonna wreck this guy. What the heck? Um, what can I do with you? I still need to learn the command. Sorry. Promote. I don't think I can promote you. Can I? Yeah, I didn't think so. Um, add to commander. Overrun. Oh, come on. I can't overrun the guy. That's kind of lame. Oh, geez. That's a lot of medges. That's a lot of troops. That's a lot of troops. I think I'm going to pull back for a turn. I really wish Napoleon didn't have a scout here. What I would like to do is like hoplite, 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 form a left flanking wall, put a slinger here, get rid of this Medjay, swing the hoplites over, and attack the flank. Who are you? Oh, he's Egypt. It's funny, like, for a while, people, kind of like myself, were really worried about, like, you know, different, like, Augustus being the leader of Egypt. But it's funny, like, that actually makes a lot of sense if you know the history of the countries. So that's kind of funny that, like, we were so worried. And what do you know, like, Augustus leading Egypt is actually pretty lore accurate. Should I make you into a city? I feel like I should because I need to build, yeah, like this stuff. Like I need to build wonders somewhere else too. Can I not build wonders here? Do I need to? Why can I not build wonders here? Oh, nice. I can now. Let's go with Colossus. We'll put it right here, and I think we're gonna wind up putting Petra there. So let's see. I want oh, but I do want culture. But I can't work. Like I don't have any slots for you right now. So I think we want to stick with production. Let me think. I think. Hmm. 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 This is the tile I really want to work. So let's actually take the riverboat, and we'll get there. Oh, and now that you're a city, I can assign you a llama. Nice. Nice. Okay, town focus available. We're gonna skip that from now. Well, let me think, because I'm gonna make Olympia City. I think it's gonna be like the three connected cities. But Gnosis has grown so quickly that maybe I do want to like. Let's see, urban center, resort town. I do love this. I love like the RP bis is real when you have stuff like resort towns, farming towns, mining towns, urban centers. Like I do like the kind of like head canon lore you can do with that. I'm a big fan of it because I think again like at the core of every Civ gamer is someone who likes historical like role playing to a degree in my like honest opinion. Now, let's see. Where's Lafayette? My homie. We need both of these. Nice. Now our wow, 54, 54. How are we doing? Yeah, for our first game on Immortal, we're holding up pretty well, I have to say. Like, oh, I need to upgrade you. Oh, that stinks. I think that my army here then will not be. Can I upgrade an ally territory? I should check that later. Let's heal. But yeah, like I really like the the bones of this game, and I think myself and a lot of people who have like stuck to Civ 6 for a while, we're all like actively monitoring the game. And so like if you were to ask me like thoughts so far on this Civ, like the ancient era, pretty solid. I would say it's like fun enough now that it's worth looking into for sure. We kind of want our wonder production. Drama and poetry is pretty solid. Hmm. Xenia could be pretty nice actually, because I think I'm gonna wanna make friends with you. No, you're already being targeted, so never mind. Who would I want to make friends with? Probably Shangle. Yeah, I'll do that next turn. But I really do think like the bones of this Civ are here. I think it's looking like really, really strong. I think that yeah, again, like it's kind of hard to like say for sure. Oh wait, activate on a tile with construct. Wait, with, with a constructible with an open great work slot. Okay, so I go here. I click activate to create him to Aphrodite. Okay, what does that do? Oh, so it's a great work. Okay, so I have a codex. I have a hymn, +2 culture, +2 science. Okay, so I have room for one more. It looks like. Well, maybe I should just go for you again, right? Yeah, maybe I just go for you again, and then I queue up the bath into the marketplace. That sounds pretty solid to me. Anything we can buy in here? I think we want the barracks. We want a lot of this actually, but we need to wait until we can afford the better stuff. But yeah, like I think like we'll have to see Exploration Age because realistically, right? Like I know Modern Age. Oh, geez, what the heck happened? So is it because we didn't like? I am very confused. What just happened here? I am very confused. Why did like my so if I keep them under the army commander, they just get wrecked or like that's a little confusing. It's a bit like silly too, to be quite frank. But let's see how our hoplites do on the floor. I'm kind of annoyed that I lost that. That is a bit triggering, to be honest. Let's go bronze working two. Let's go literacy. Nalanda looks pretty solid. Sancha Stupa looks pretty solid. Drills looks pretty solid. So does this. Let's go citizenship too. Where did that? Oh, here you are. Let's get rid of you. But yeah, like so, like people will say like, oh yeah, yeah. So like, what the heck? So my army commander just got wrecked, or like, I still don't really get how that just happened. All right, so it looks like you need to be. Oh, so I don't know how I could have predicted this, but he needs an academy. Okay, interesting. But yeah, like people will say, I have literally repeated that sentence at least 5 times, I think. But they'll say they're like, oh, the game matters more than the first two, like ancient era and exploration age. I don't know how, like, yeah, that's true to a degree, but oh, I'm already befriending you. That's awesome. I'll be friends with all the northern independent peoples once this is done. But like people will say, oh, like the modern era matters, and like for some like very niche multiplayer communities, that's probably true. But for like the vast majority of players, I just don't think that's very true. I think that 90% of games, even with the era change, like the cool era changes, I think 90% of games do not make it to the modern era, and probably only something like 60% of games make it to the medieval era, particularly on online. It's kind of just like, excuse me, have a hiccup. Like, it's kind of a mixture of, it's part the fact, geez, you got killed too? By a warrior from Retinue? Is that you? Who killed you? Okay, well, this is going terribly. Kutai Mupara village. Why would they be hostile to me if you have a... Okay, interesting. I still have a lot to learn about the game, quite clearly, but it's okay. We'll learn as we go. But like, yeah, like I'd say like 60% of games don't even make it to they don't even make it to the medieval era because people are constantly like in World of Warcraft. It's called like reroll or like what is it alt alcoholics, that's it. Like where people are just like by the time you get like into the game you want to try something different, like a different flavor, and like that's very understandable, and that's like very true I think in Civ too, where like once you get kind of far in the game you just want like the beginning part is almost always going to be the most interesting because there's the most possibility. Once you start delving into like this far in the game, it's just there's less possibilities. Like land has like been settled. Who is like I wish I could get like a detailed like report on who like how this has happened because I'm not learning much because A, I don't know how they're chasing me down. That's like very confusing. B, I don't understand. Let's build an ancient wall. Never mind. Let's build a second archer first. But like, I don't understand how the unit's getting like hit. Like, if I could see like this unit did this damage, it would help me tremendously in understanding. Oh, are you going to be like unaccessible? Potentially, it'd help me understand and like learn a lot more if I had a better sense of like why, like how they're taking damage and all that stuff. But it is what it is. But yeah, like most games don't even go that far. So I think if the ancient era is solid, if the exploration age is solid, then that's when I would start telling people to like make the switch from 6 to 7 because it really is. Let's see. Moranity's good. Hospitality looks cracked for me. Okay. Let's go with that for now. And let's see. I think we probably want. I think we just want production at this point. Yeah, because we're comfortably over halfway in the game. Ooh, this is pretty nice too. But let's see, actually, I should probably build you here because I don't want to overload one city on on wonders. It's gonna put like it's gonna take too many like tiles away from it later in the game. Ooh, on fishing boats in this. That's pretty nice. Let's go like let's go here. But yeah, I think like if the ancient era is solid, if the um exploration age is solid, then the game will be very solid. Well, actually, I should probably put you. Where did I put that 10? 10 is better for cities. No, but I want the production cap. Change my mind. So yeah, like once I think like this era and the next era are good, that's when I would probably start like recommending people to like pick the game up, start playing it, etc. Because can you get up here? Like, is it even gonna be possible to ever get up here? I don't know. Probably not, right? Oh, I guess I can. Why is that? What is it? What's the name of the tile? Like, okay, I don't want to. Yes, please. There we go. Flat tundra does not exactly look like flat tundra to me, but it is what it is, and I'll take the free ruin. But yeah, like once the first two eras are solid, then I would say the game is solid because oh, I didn't even know that was a thing. Like once the first two eras are solid, then the game will be pretty solid because I mean we all know like we're all restarting at a certain point. We're all quitting the multiplayer game at a certain point. And so far I'm very pleasantly surprised on like how the game has played. Who are you again? Do I have open borders with you? Himiko, I do not. And I would like that. So let's just explore your empire. Thank you very much. Whoa, that was an aggressive settle by our boy Lafayette. Aquila is just aggro as all heck. Mad respect to my Roman homie. Although his like empire is not so hot for a guy with a 2 gold start. Like how's he doing? Yeah, he's getting cooked by Caesar kind of. At least in rankings. I don't know about in military, but certainly in rankings he's getting cooked. Well, let's see. So, like, we could also use an academy. I should probably beeline towards that now. Ooh, great library progress. You'll love to see it. Nice. They're slowly becoming friendly with us. Let's take that prod. We could use that prod. Let's take, yeah, let's take these tiles. And let's see. Navigation 2 will give us a codex. Extra food. I like that. I like that. Oh, so your great general doesn't get stomped on, but mine does? What the heck? I'm gonna have to learn. I'm gonna have to dig into great generals. I'm still a little salty, as you can tell, about the fact that he just kind of randomly got stomped on. I'm not clear how that happened. Let's put you City Hall, Brickyard, Saw Pit. Let's just stack nice. A nice +7 prod here. That'll help us with the Colossus. Let's see, Colossus. What is this? I'm not even gonna try and say that. So that's two. We need 7 in total. World Wonders. Oof, that's a lot of room. That's gonna take. We're leading Impacts in Porta. We are winning Silk Rose, and we're winning well, tied for Great Library. So we're doing pretty well. What did we get here? Find work for the soldiers. Make plans to return home. I think if we can squeeze in as many celebrations as possible, the buff to wonder building from our celebration is worth it. So we'll keep going for that. Geez, I mean, Civ 6, this would be like one of the world's greatest campuses. Imagine like a reef being there too. But yeah, I think we're kind of just simming at this point. We're probably going to sim our way to. I'm going to try a specialist actually. Pretty nice yields. But yeah, we're gonna like sim our way to the next era. I think at this point, um, you are absolutely cooked now, bro. GG. Let's try to open with this archer. Can I get the kill with you? No, I cannot. That's okay, because I don't know if you're gonna be able to retreat all the way out. And I'd rather, you not be able to step up and move and kill my guy. Emil Bell will give us what? A ginseng agreement? Gives food to leader cities. Pretty solid, but nothing crazy, really. A lighthouse would be nice, but I'd really like a settler, actually. I think we're going to go one over the cap. I think that's okay. But where to put it? Probably up here. Just a ton of resources that we can immediately work. Do any of them give me happiness though? I don't think so, but that's okay. Here, I want to save my money for my wonder producing cities because we don't know how much, time they're gonna have. Okay, so we can upgrade our unit here. Good to know. Good to know. Let's keep going. Hoplite. I'm gonna use you as like a pick to draw their attention from my weakened archer. Just keep exploring. I kind of like our empire too. It looks pretty like cool. And if you like account for the fact that Longchang is our ally, oh, we can incorporate them into our empire. I totally forgot about that. But we need 120 influence. That's going to have a lot. Yeah, we'll support that. Actually, that's huge because happiness was the one thing I really wanted. Nice. So we'll have you attack you. You attack you. And the hoplite will get the finish. And that is all those nuisances cooked and done for. Nice and crispy. We'll keep exploring. Let's see. Sparta is going to get... I think I'm going to have to do like 2 wonders in here. Let's go with a garden. 6-2. Geez, why is it so much better there? But I can't get rid of that. Like, I need that prod. Let's see if there's something better we can buy in Olympia. Oh, perfect, there is. Let's purchase a barracks. Let's put it right here. 6 production is better than anything we could possibly hope to get with a rural tile. I also love this, like the way that in this game, like the cities kind of like blend together, because it does like over history, like a lot of city. Oh, let's quickly see the Colossus. I wish you would build a little faster, but it is what it is. Oh, and the elephants, the elephants in like the not jungle. The Colossus looks cool as well. An army is a miniature of the society which produces it. So true, actually. So true. Let's go crisis. Oh, so we're in crises now. Oh my goodness, that's a lot of decisions to make. I am going to actually pause here now then, because there's a ton to do next turn. I feel like that would make an interesting start to the next episode. So thank you once again for tuning in. I really appreciate it. As always, leave feedback, comments, concerns about how I'm doing it. Any feedback is good feedback when I'm this early in my YouTubing days. So yeah, appreciate y'all and hope to see you soon.